this level I'm showing off right here is about a third of the way through the game. You can see I've got an actual buddy with me right here. So basically what this is showing off is that Will is not always like fighting alone in his battle against the Watchers or anything like that. If you guys can't hear the audio that he said right here, he just mentioned he's going to go low. I can take the high ground, so I've got a choice as to how I want to take this battle. I've got a jetpack, so I'm going to take the high ground. And you guys saw right there, this is the new feature we just implemented. We're calling a hover up feature. Basically, through the amount of time we've had, like with this recent delay, you guys have been hearing, we just delayed the game a few weeks ago, or a few months ago actually. And everyone kind of has this idea that we're running away from Halo. The actual reason why we delayed the game was because we really wanted to implement additional features that we thought would really improve the gameplay based on all the focus test feedback we've had. So, I mean, yes, there was a crowded holiday quarter as well, but things like the hover up feature are things that we got from our play tests, from focus tests, from like listening to the community, watching them play, and these are also features we would not have been able to implement if we hadn't had the extra time. So basically I think it's the difference between having a good game and having a great game. So you guys can watch as I use the hover up ability. I've got a lot more control with my actual like in-flight techniques. I can come down here, grab some cover, and then it kind of turns into like a cover-based shooter, a la Gears of War, that sort of thing. Take out that guy, but even still, I still have my hover pack. I can still come around, get into a better position. Oh, there's a guy behind me right here. He meleeed me. I'm going to melee him back too. There we go. Punched you in the face. So I can always use my hover pack at any time, my hover pack or my jetpack, and that's where our game really differs from like a lot of the other first-person, third-person shooters that are out there. This guy's Wiley. All right, so you guys can see that. Cleared out this area right here. I'm going to pick up this guy's gun. Take that with me. Is there another guy lingering around behind here? Where are you, Atem? Join me, buddy. So as you guys can see, Atem is not just like, a damsel in distress or anything like that. He's got a gun and gear with him as well. He's actually a pretty big badass, which you guys we'll actually reveal that later in the game, a little bit more about this dude. So I'm going to come in right here. You see we got a turret that's on the prowl right here. I'm going to draw his fire, come up here where he can't quite get me, but he's still going to kind of strike at me. I can take a few more hits than Atem can, and I need Atem to survive this mission in order to make success. Let's take out that guy from distance. And even though you guys see me using the hover pack quite a bit, I can still use the jetpack at any time. Flip around. Let me get around behind this guy. Oh, there's another guy hiding around here somewhere. Let's try throwing a grenade at this dude, see if I have like some better luck with that. I'm trying to make sure Atem survives this whole battle, because if he gets killed, then I don't really know. Basically, he's leading me to these survivors' outposts, and the survivors are basically the resistance for the human resistance that exists within the void here. If Atem dies, then of course I don't know where I'm going at that point. Basically, at the beginning of this level, by the way, Atem actually walks up, finds you unconscious after a battle didn't quite go your way. And he acts as your guide, he acts as your mentor, and of course your oops, sorry about that, Atem, your compatriot in battle as well. Now, also the implementation of the hover up feature was important because, we've been playing this game for a while, and of course, as developers, we can sometimes get kind of disillusioned. We think we have a really cool idea, and we're definitely committed to that. So we talked about doing like a hover up feature for a while, but we really like the idea of, having people use the jetpack as a primary way of upward propulsion. But the playtest, it was important to kind of put it in perspective and say, hey, this is something that people really want. We heard a resounding yes, to actually implement this new feature. So it was something that we definitely had to implement. We finally got over ourselves. We implemented that, and I think the game is infinitely better for it. It really plays completely differently. So I'm going to come around here. This guy right here is making my life a little difficult. Let's take him out. There we go. Drop down here. Let's see what's going on with Atem. See Atem's life meter on the side right there. Oh, nice. All right. Now we're going to follow Tem right up through this path over here. You guys can really see how the game plays like completely differently from what you might have seen last year with this new feature in here. And a lot of our, a lot of the way that we've designed the spaces is to allow people to make use of the hover feature, of the jetpack feature. With wide open spaces, high ceilings, that sort of thing. Our enemies are also using jetpacks as well. You couldn't quite get off the ground there. Took him out with my sniper rifle. And it kind of allows you, with this hover up feature, being able to kind of, if you can manage it, stay in the air for quite some time. It kind of allows you to have these like man-robots battles that are, I've heard them compared to, Matrix style stuff. Plus it's pretty cool to be able to do a headshot while you're, in the air. I can actually do a headshot on this guy. And of course, like I mentioned, I can always go into flight mode, turn around, use my jetpack guns on these guys as well. I'm going to take out these guys right down here. Drop in right in front of him. Let's do a melee attack and we take his gun. Get around behind this guy. And when you're actually in the air, as we've done a lot of things to kind of like encourage players to like use the hover pack, not just play this like it's a Gears of War type shooter. When you're actually in the air, your enemies have considerably less accuracy. You're just harder to hit target. We want players to play the game the way we play it. We want players to play the game the way that you would do this if you were in real life and you had a jetpack and there were aliens attacking the Earth. So. Anyhow, guys, that is the new Dark Void demo. That's what the new features implemented, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.